The original plan for Thunderbolts in the Marvel Cinematic Universe was meant to serve as a dark, morally complex team-up movie, Marvel's answer to DC Suicide Squad, but with a more grounded tone and emotional depth. The story centered around a government-sanctioned team of reformed, or at least controlled, antiheroes and assassins brought together by Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, following the fallout of Captain America, Civil War, Black Widow, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Hawkeye. The film opened with the world still recovering from the blip. Trust in superheroes was low, and international tensions were high. The Avengers were fractured, and the public's faith in masked heroes had eroded after repeated global disasters. In the vacuum left behind, government and private powers began creating their own solution. Valentina, operating under the guise of protecting national security, had been quietly assembling a group of problem solvers, people who didn't need to play by the rules, because they didn't have any left to follow. The team she put together included Yelena Belova, still struggling with the legacy of her sister Natasha Romanoff, Bucky Barnes, reluctantly drawn back into the field to atone for his past, John Walker, the disgraced U.S. agent who wanted to prove himself as a true hero again, Taskmaster, trying to rediscover her identity after being freed from Dracovi's control, Ghost, haunted and unstable but desperate to find purpose, and Red Guardian, older, broken, but still yearning for relevance. The group had no trust in one another, no common moral code, and no real leadership, only orders. Their first mission was to infiltrate and eliminate a rogue super soldier facility operating in a fictional Eastern European nation. The operation went wrong almost immediately. The team discovered that the facility was building an army, but experimenting on captured people with traces of vibranium and super soldier serum, trying to replicate power for sale to the highest bidder. Among the victims were civilians, including children, which caused Yelena and Bucky to question the mission's real purpose. As the mission unfolded, the Thunderbolts began to realize they weren't actually there to save anyone. Valentina's real objective was to recover a piece of dangerous technology hidden within the facility, possibly linked to the remnant of Hydra's research or even the celestial energy left on Earth after Eternals. The mission's cleanup was meant to be a cover-up. When the truth came out, Walker followed orders, Red Guardian wavered, and Yelena turned on the team. Bucky tried to stop the chaos, becoming the team's moral center, but the mission spiraled out of control. Their escape led to internal fracture. Yelena and Bucky refused to continue under Valentina's control, while Walker argued that they were soldiers doing their duty. Taskmaster and Ghost struggled between loyalty and survival, un sur WHOM to trust. The climax brought them face to face with Valentina's insurance policy, a new operative, possibly the Sentry or a villain-turned weapon, unleashed to bring them back in line. The confrontation was brutal and tragic, showing the limits of redemption for people built to kill. In the end, the Thunderbolts succeeded in stopping the weapon but at a terrible cost. Ghost disappeared, Red Guardian was gravely injured. Taskmaster left, unable to find peace. Yelena and Bucky walked away from Valentina's control, determined to do better, while Walker returned to her side, fully embracing the darker role of America's shadow soldier. The world saw them not a hero's but as a necessary evil, a reminder that the age of pure heroism was over. The movie was meant to end with Valentina reporting to higher authority, suggesting that her team was only one piece of a larger, global operation, possibly setting up the leader, Zemo, or even the Red Hulk, a future antagonist. The tone was bittersweet, more a Winter Soldier than Guardians of the Galaxy, a story about broken people used by a broken system, trying to decide whether redemption is even possible for people like them. It wasn't meant to be a victory story, but a reflection on the cost of power and loyalty in a world where the line between good and evil had been erased.